If you're neurodivergent and you cannot explain why being sensitive actually leads to you getting overwhelmed and having all your other coping skills and faculties shut down, you need to watch this video. My name is Dr. Heidi, your med mentor, and I help high achieving adults build systems that last a lifetime. If you are interested in learning more about this, comment systems below and I'll send you more information. In order to understand the main ways that we get overwhelmed with our senses, you have to understand the four main categories of how ADHD people and neurodivergent people sense differently than our neurotypical peers. Low sensory registration means that we have trouble sensing something until the volume gets turned up. Sensory seeking is things like stimming. Sensory avoiding is when we don't like certain textures, tastes, foods, smells. And sensory sensitivity is when we get easily overwhelmed. So we would jump to step 2 instantly if we have sensory sensitivity. So let's take, for example, low sensory registration. This means that you need the volume to get turned up on something in order to register it. What happens is that when the volume gets turned up and we have a higher stimulus, now this ends up in sensory overwhelm, where we feel like we are overstimulated from too much senses. This leads to decrease in automaticity. What this means is that you have less capacity to let those behaviors run in the background that are usually background for you. For example, if you're driving, you're not paying attention to every single turn in the road, you're kind of driving on autopilot. When we get sensory overwhelmed, we can no longer do this, so it requires more cognitive capacity. When we can't have the programs run in the background, this means that we need more brain power in order to think through all of the things that we have to do, which leads to things like fatigue, worsening of our ADHD symptoms, or even a loss of our coping strategies, which then also makes our ADHD symptoms worse. Follow my channel for more information about your neurodivergent brain and share this with somebody you think would be interested in learning more.